Okay.
There. All right. And then you're click that there. And
This?
that's, yeah,
Why?
because that's I had already popped out the chat for you. All right, getting started. We're doing things a little different tonight. Let me just start over. For the past couple of weeks, we've had some microphone issues, so we're doing things a little different to try to alleviate that.
Can everybody hear us? If you're not in Adland,
let us know. Can you see us good? Can you hear us good? I see Kate there, Dawn at All the Things Acres. Mind and Body Co, thank you for that. It says it's all good. Vicky B, hello and welcome. Jenny Pennington. Looks like everybody so far that has chimed into the chat.
Did you say Henry? Because Henry's here.
I said Mind and Body Co.
Oh,
that's Henry. Seymour, hello.
My hands are a little sticky. I had
How
to
you doing?
refill the coffee creamer. So.
Southern Boy Prepper.
Wonder who that is.
Reagan sent me
cheated.
A video a little while ago showing his pepper plant that he named after me. And that thing is huge. It's growing really well.
We actually got two. One did not make it. And the other one struggled so bad. But I finally got the aphids off of it. And it's growing great.
That's good. I know the rain
I'm
that
gonna
we've
name
been
that
getting, the rain that we've been getting lately, finally, has been doing all of the gardens a lot of good. Suburban Hillbilly, Bins Over Acres, Starla Doak. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Seeing my whole family. Oh
no,
man!
I'm sorry to hear that.
Hello, yeah, that seems to be going around again.
Funny timing, wouldn't you say?
Fortunately, we haven't gotten it again. We've had enough. We've had enough. The last 2 weeks have been quite eventful.
Well, with Abby's accident 2 weeks ago, Abby went without a vehicle for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So it kind of threw all of our routines out of whack. We were having to get her back and forth to 2 jobs. A friend of ours, well, a friend of Amy's really, Mary, she lives in Lake Charles in the city. She was helping us to get Abby back and forth. So
that took a huge strain off of me, because Abby would work 10 to 3 and then 3 to 8 at the second job. So Mary was getting her from one job to the other, which saved me from 24 miles, 25 miles to go get her, move her a mile over, and
showing North Shore preparedness. Good to see you. What is wrong with my mouth?
I don't know.
Five Oaks Homestead. Welcome, Tony.
Oh, look who that is.
Cheyenne, Flower Child 1398. Love you, baby.
Yeah, Cheyenne got to see Abby's car yesterday. Abby got her new wheels yesterday afternoon after a very, very long day of the dealership hopping.
Yeah, but we went to the Nissan dealership. Well, for those that don't know, let me kind of start at the beginning. Hey, Tammy, good to see you. We went to our salesman. I say our salesman.
He is our salesman. I claim him.
Yeah, at the Chevy dealership, and we had put a deposit on a car that Abby really wanted, a 2023 Chevy Trailblazer.
It's in transit.
There was delay. It's in transit and blah blah blah.
It's sitting in a port in Texas.
So I told our salesman, I was like, look, we need something now. It's like we're gonna have to go shop around.
It was supposed to be here, and then on the date that it was supposed to be here, it wasn't here, and we didn't know how long that we were gonna have to wait for it. So yeah.
Cheyenne, I was kind of jelly that I didn't get to see you. Just saying.
So we went to the Nissan place, and she found a little car that she liked, and
we were in the business office talking to the accounts manager or whatever her name.
She wasn't
sales manager.
She wasn't completely happy with the little Nissan that she was looking at, but it would have gotten her by. She really wanted the new one, but it wasn't in, and we were trying to get her into a vehicle because she starts school next week, and she's going to be doing college classes at the university here in Lake Charles, that's starting this semester. So we had to get her in something. So we were prepared to settle. I didn't really want to, but we needed to get her in something. And as we were in the office, our sales guy called. Well, I was on the phone with Kate when he called, so I didn't answer the phone. And I figured I'll call him back in a few minutes. Well, in the middle of the phone call, he starts texting
Poor
pictures.
guy was frantic.
He was trying to get a hold to us because the car that she wanted, the car that she put a deposit on, had just arrived at the lot. So
he's like, wait, don't do anything yet.
Don't sign anything. Oh my God, don't sign anything. What are you doing?
I am going to look for our live stream because the chat stopped moving. I was trying to do it nonchalant.
Oh, sorry. Everybody still there? Can you hear us? Can you see us?
Okay, good.
No, Kate, you did not distract me.
There we go.
Okay, so everybody was just listening. That's
Okay.
all. That's all.
Right. I'm nervous because we've had
I was
issues.
really glad to get a call from you, Kate. I really was. I wanted to know the updates on
Hello, A. Taylor.
what was going on and stuff. It just like everything was going on all at one time. But I had him in the office, and I was outside making phone calls, doing this, trying to get things situated, and I got off the phone. Me and Kate ended the phone call, and I went into the building, and I'm checking my text messages as I'm walking, and I'm like, oh wow, this is like incredible timing. So instead of having Abby make a split-second decision, we decided, okay, we're gonna take a lunch break. Everybody was hungry, and I said we're gonna have her take some time and make a decision on what she wants, because this is her money. This is her hard-earned hours paying for this car. So we went to lunch, and I kind of knew. She chose the Trailblazer, the brand new one, which,
in all honesty, the money difference was not that big.
Yeah, it really wasn't that big of a difference. And this gives her a 5-year bumper-to-bumper warranty. All of her tires are covered. Like, the warranties that this kid got on this car is incredible. So I'm reading. That orange. See, I don't have that on mine.
Oh, right.
On my normal chat.
Yeah. So Abby got a good deal. The way the market is right now on cars is really
crazy.
Weird. It's
like used cars are like $2,000, $3,000.
The same.
Less than a brand new.
No, more. The 21. Okay, look. So we compared the 2021 Trailblazer.
Well, that one was a higher.
It was a higher end one, but we compared. They had a 2021 Chevy Trailblazer on the lot. It was an LT, so it had more features. It was a step up, and that one was 29,000.
Yeah.
The brand new 2023 Trailblazer, with the same features, was 26,000.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Well, Abby got one with less features, so it was less than that. So, just saying, you know, I compared the same exact vehicle 2 different years, and the older one was more expensive. And of course, it had several thousand miles on it. I don't remember exactly, but
close to 40. I think it had 40,000 miles on it.
Yep, I think you're right. Farmer Nadell, welcome.
So yeah, it was a weird experience, but we got it. She's had the last 2 days off, which one of those days was spent dealership hopping. But today she got to drive it around and go visiting and all that kinds of stuff. So
she's already enjoying it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. She can listen to music and charge her phone at the same time.
Hello, Brett. Yeah, Abby was really excited that because in her Spark, her older car, she wasn't able to. What was it? She wasn't able to charge the phone
while listening to music
and listen to music at the same time.
She had to do one or the other. It didn't quite work right. This one, she can do all kinds of stuff with it, and
so she ended up with. Thank you, Taylor. Yeah, I know you can't see it, but there's.
Is my head in the way?
No. I mean, I'm talking about like it. There's no way that's good enough definition to be able to read it, but like it says our Savior and Lord of Lords, King of Kings, Jehovah. I mean, He is risen. It's all over on there, so it's really cool. And then this one is homemade. Amy's mom made that.
Well, not the cross.
Not the cross, but
the wooden plaque. Yeah.
The piece. What was it saying?
I don't know. I have coffee.
Anyway, Abby loves her car. Yeah. Abby loves it.
And she gets to go back to work tomorrow without me bringing her to work. That's the most awesome part.
For all of us.
It is. She's really lost some of her independence with this because, she was used to just take off and go and do what she needed to do, and she couldn't do that anymore, and that was hard on her. It was also hard on us. It messed up my routine and your routine, the dog's routine. But now I think we're going to be back to somewhat normal, at least.
Much better. And now that we've started getting some rain and we don't seem to be in such a drought anymore, that seems to be helping quite a bit.
Well, tomorrow morning on our agenda is to go pick those peppers. I'm going to probably have enough to fill 2 dehydrators full of peppers.
That'll work.
So maybe even make some cowboy candy.
We went to Walmart today.
Yeah.
We needed a lamp for the living room and a few things. I don't like to shop at Walmart, but there isn't a whole lot of stuff around.
Speaking of God, Chloe is doing really well. She is loving the rides back and forth to Lake Charles all the time. Instead of just kind of sitting around at home while I'm working in the yard, she got to just go, and she likes to ride. So.
Tammy, yes, it rained pretty good today. I think it might still be sprinkling.
We got a little bit of rain yesterday, not very much here, but today we got a good soaking, and the cucumbers are doing so well. The sweet potatoes are. Have you looked at them?
No,
they are everywhere out there, but I can't get them to vine up the trellis. They're just going all over the ground.
Okay.
So it is what it is.
That'll work. But anyway, we were at Walmart today, and there was this little old hunched over man, nice as could be.
Sweetheart.
Yeah, we were shopping for, or Amy was looking at the air conditioner filters for the central unit, and
I don't even know.
Well, he kind of broke the ice with talking about how if you get too expensive of a filter, then the filter is too thick and it causes problems with the air conditioner.
Oh, that's right.
He's talking about how ass backwards things are, and then he broke off into politics and almost everything that he said. I couldn't agree more. And it was just, it's like he needed to vent. Little 81-year-old man. And he just wanted to talk about the sad state of Washington, D.C. and how it's just spidering out.
And we just let him talk. We vented, and he vented, and we agreed with him. And there was a lot that I agreed on. Cute as can be, though. I just wanted to pick him up and carry him around the store because he looked like he was gonna fall over. Poor thing, he was so frail. Just finished watering the prickly pear I transplanted. Don't have a good root structure yet. How often am I supposed to water that thing? Because it's a cactus. I'm trying not to overwater it. Sounds like my mom at Walmart.
Yeah.
I do the same thing though, Kate. I talk to everybody. Abby hates it. 1.5 inches this week, much needed, much appreciated. Yeah. Yes, we had very little rain over the last, over the whole summer. We usually have like little showers in the afternoons and things like that, and we haven't had any. The pond was almost 2 feet low.
It was bad. It was real.
It's coming up though. The water level is coming up after the last couple of rains. So once a week. That's when I'm supposed.
Canadian, welcome.
For watering the prickly pear.
Last time we got.
Oh man, poor Kate. They have been so dry. I can't even see the like buttons. He's got my computer all messed up. I say messed up. It's different because I'm using my computer for the actual streaming. And so yeah, I don't know what's what anymore. Oh, there it is.
Is that how you want it?
That's good. Yeah.
Okay.
Implement it. What's in the jar by the water? Oh. This right here is cayenne peppers out of the garden.
These have been dehydrated but not ground up into red pepper.
I also have another huge container over there. And this glass jar is just rice. That's just, I've been keeping rice in it because it's pretty. I love the jar. I got the jar from Cheyenne. And I like it. So I put rice in it. If you get a rain a few times a month, you're good. If 0 rain, then a little once a week. Okay. I have it in a terracotta pot, so I might even need that much rain because, you know, our humidity has been like 90,000%. I kid you not, guys. This I bought a dehumidifier for the house, and it holds, what did it say, 30 pints?
Yeah, so it holds more than a gallon. How many? 16 pints in a gallon, so almost 2 gallons of water.
And I empty that at least once a day. At least once a day. We have so many peppers. Yes, peppers. This was
Mama Bear.
2 trays. 2 trays of peppers, I think.
2 dehydrator trays?
Yeah. And they were slap full. And then I know it says white rice because this is what I used to keep rice in.
Repurposed container.
Yeah. It's just a canister, but this is chock full of more cayenne peppers. And all of that has to go, what?
I was just going to say, she grinds the pepper, the ribs inside the pepper, and the seeds, all of it. She grinds it all. Hey, Wendy. What else you got? Oh.
Yeah, I grind everything in my the little Ninja blender, and this is what it looks like when it's done. If you can see that, it's really pretty. It's not a powder, but it's not really a flake either. It's kind of an in between. And of course, this was an actual garlic container that I got from Sam's, but again, repurposed. I repurpose everything that I can anyway.
Yeah, look, this lifestyle is becoming more and more popular nowadays because people are understanding the need for it.
Looks like my dehydrated eggs. Yeah.
We had gotten really, really lazy as a whole, as a society, and just kind of, you know, we allowed the government that was set up of the people, for the people, by the people. We had let certain people take advantage of things, and now people have, many people have come to the understanding that if we just let them do, then corruption runs rampant, and people are becoming more and more involved. You know, regular people becoming more and more involved in politics, and it's showing.
Well, we're gonna. Reagan says they're dehydrating eggs and starting the stockpile. That's an amazing idea. Do you have the food saver attachment to seal them?
You talking about
to seal them in a jar?
Yeah, the jar attachment for the food saver. Yes. Okay.
Cool. Definitely do some of those. One thing I was doing is I was keeping one jar of dehydrated eggs, and then I would vacuum pack enough to fit in a jar at a time into little bitty bags, and that way I can put those bags down into a bucket so nothing can get a hold to them, and that way you're not going to get any moisture. You're not going to, you know, it's not going to lose any nutritional value and you know, things like that over time. It's not going to go rancid.
You guys are exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
We're not fed up, and we allowed it. We allowed it, and we won't anymore because we're fed up. We're done.
Kate said the birds are screaming.
What buckets?
We buy it's a 5-gallon bucket. You can get them from Walmart.
Food grade.
They're food grade buckets. Now I do spend the extra and I get the Gamma lids. The Gamma lid is it's got a ring, and then
it's a 2-part lid.
The inside of that ring unscrews, and it's got a really good seal on those. Walmart has the buckets. Tractor Supply has the buckets.
It's the usually the typical buckets like at Home Depot, Lowe's.
They have the Home Depot logo on them, or the Walmart logo on them. You can get them with Stein. I don't know if Stein isn't.
You can look it up.
Not a nationwide thing.
Every plastic, every piece of plastic has a recycle emblem on the bottom with a number in it, and the number tells you what the bucket's made of. And I forget what the numbers are. I know. I don't want to tell you wrong, but it's a quick Google search.
I bet Sean knows.
I think it's 2, 5, and 7 are
Harbor
food grade.
Freight.
That's a guess. I'm not sure.
Harbor Freight would have buckets too. And these you can buy for the they fit on a 3 to 5 gallon bucket, I believe.
As long as it's the standard size.
Right.
Mouth on the bucket.
But you can put them on a 3 gallon if you want them. You can put them on a 5 gallon. You know, they work fantastic. We have 5 gallon buckets of rice. We have 5 gallon buckets of beans,
sugar,
salt,
potato flakes, things that won't go bad.
Yep.
Gamma lids. And
welcome, Miss Vonnie.
Gamma seal lid, really.
Yeah.
But everybody calls them gamma lids. Me too. In fact, let me go grab one.
Yeah. Cook the eggs, put in dehydrator or freeze dried. Okay, I don't cook my eggs prior to drying them. I just scramble them. I have a stick mixer that I scramble them with, and I just pour them into my trays, and they cook as they dehydrate. Because the heat from the dehydrator actually cooks the eggs. I find that if you cook them prior, then they get kind of like a rubbery texture. I don't like it. Amazon stopped selling Mylar bags. I think Amazon is still selling some of the Mylar bags. Some of the ones that they quit selling were due to misuse of them, I believe. I'm not really sure.
All right, so this is a Gamma seal lid.
I'm so glad to see you, Miss Vonnie.
So there's a ring.
How do you keep them from running through the shelf of the dehydrator? Let me go get my Well, you do that.
There's a ring that gets set on the bucket. And this is really for things that you're going to get into pretty often. Otherwise, it's not necessary. And then that just screws right in there really easily. Really easily. I'm having trouble because it's not on a bucket. Don't come at me.
I'm messing with Abby.
But see, Gamma Seal lid, and it's available at most, if it's in stock. We got some from Lowe's, we got some from Tractor Supply, and there's lots of places you can get them online as well. But when we got a couple of cases of them, and at the time they were like $8, $9 a piece. I think they've gone up now. You can use those on any standard bucket, as long as it's got, you know, a standard top hole.
Okay.
Oh, you can get the lids from Uline. Okay, Uline is
yes. They are a little high dollar, but
where you can.
They do have them. Can you use those on any bucket? Any?
I just answered that. Yeah.
Yep. Sorry.
Thank you for the extra info, Henry. I appreciate that.
For dehydrating the eggs, dehydrator tray, and then I bought
Our treasured home. Hello.
Jelly roll pan. It's silicone.
Jelly roll.
It is a jelly roll pan. That's what it's.
Pan.
It's made to. It's used to make some kind of jelly roll dessert. I have no idea what it's supposed to be used for, because I don't know what a jelly roll dessert is.
We did buy something from Uline. Boxes. We bought cardboard boxes from Uline.
Yeah.
That's what we ship things in.
I lay these, because they're floppy, I lay it directly on the dehydrator trays, and that gives it the support that it needs. And I can fit, I think it's 15 eggs scrambled
per tray.
In one tray. Now, jelly roll dessert, like fruit roll-ups. Okay. That makes
sense. Very thin cake that can be rolled over jelly like a filling. Okay.
Oh.
So like kind of like the little Debbie Swiss rolls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Careful when you're filling these.
Parchment.
I keep them in the dehydrator tray, and I put one tray in at a time, and I fill it from the top as much as I can. You want to make sure that your dehydrator is level, completely level, because if not, this stuff is going to make a huge mess in the bottom of your dehydrator. Ask me how I know that.
Okay, Starla has a couple of questions. Could I use parchment paper to line my dehydrator? It's round, and does it make like a powder? The eggs, yes, but you have to.
Well, okay, hang on.
You have when they're all done dehydrating, you have to use a blender or something to turn them into a powder, because they make like chips. And as far as parchment paper, that's probably not the best option for eggs in a dehydrator. Tell you what we've done in order to dehydrate small things like elderberries, we took some fiberglass window screen and cut it to fit our round dehydrator trays.
Yes.
They drop.
The parchment paper will work on the round dehydrator trays. You can also get the they make a fruit leather tray that fits in those round ones. You can get those too.
That would be ideal, the fruit leather tray.
Yeah. You want a really heavy plastic, or like heavy, sturdy something.
Wait.
It is, when it dries, it's going to crack like chips.
Didn't see you there.
And it's going to feel a little oily, because eggs naturally have oil in them. If you're concerned about the amount, if they're still too damp, take your eggs, throw them in a. That's part of the reason I use these, is because when I pick up the eggs off the tray, I can I curl this up and use it as a funnel, and I pour it into a Ziploc bag. I throw the entire Ziploc bag into the freezer for about 30 minutes.
Wait.
What happens in the freezer is if there's any moisture left in the eggs, you're going to see ice crystals on them. Then you know they need to be dehydrated for a little bit longer. If they don't have ice crystals on them, blend them up, they're good to go. But they blend I put them in the Ninja blender and they blend to a powder. There's a few little clumps in here, but that's not a big deal. There is desiccant packs in here too. But this is...
If you don't know what a desiccant pack is, it's a moisture absorbent pack.
Can you do that with store-bought eggs, or is it best with fresh eggs? You can do it with either.
The main difference between store-bought eggs and farm fresh eggs is your nutrient content. The ones the ones that come from the grocery store, especially the basic eggs, the cheapest ones, there's not a whole lot of nutrients to be had in those. And that has a lot to do with the chicken's diet and their living conditions.
I have powdered eggs and dehydrated them a second time. Put a thin kitchen towel over them so they won't fly away. Oh, good idea. Yeah. You can. That's a good way to use either cheesecloth or flour sack towels, which I need to get some flour sack towels. But I keep a jar like this in the pantry, and the instructions are on it. 2 tablespoons of egg powder, and you add 2 tablespoons of water. And if you need a little bit more, you can add up to another 2 teaspoons.
We do have a video on how to dehydrate the eggs.
We do.
Henry.
But I also, this fills a quart-sized jar. These are vacuum packed. They're not like super, super tight, but it works. I fold the excess down and I put them down in a bucket or a tote or anything that is like rodent proof, because I don't want something getting into my stockpile. And believe it or not, there is a dessicant pack somewhere in this bag. I just can't see it. And I can't mush it enough to get to it.
Yeah, you don't want to mess that up.
But we live in a very humid area, so I use dessicant packs for everything.
Mama Bear says, did you win the lottery? How can you afford the dehydrator? Or the dehydrator is not cheap. What the square dehydrator that we have is not an Excalibur.
No. I have a Magic Mill dehydrator.
I can tell you the quality of the Magic Mill is very, very comparable to the Excalibur for a fraction of the price.
I have the tin tray.
Tin metal trays.
Yeah, it's all metal trays, and I want to say it was $179 when I bought it.
Compared to, what is it, like $500?
$400 to $500 for the small Excalibur.
Yeah.
You can find dehydrators on Marketplace, and I've still found for as low as $25. Yeah. My mom actually found 2 of the Magic Mills at garage sales for like $20 a piece.
Cancer Mouse.
And they both are in great condition. They're an older model than the one I have, but I love it. I borrowed it for quite a while, one of them, and that's what made me actually purchase this one.
And this is why we prefer not to have sponsors on our YouTube channel, because we don't have to tell you that a product that we don't necessarily believe in is a good one. We can tell you from our own experiences exactly what we use and what we think of it.
I have a Presto. I have 5 dehydrators. I have one of the Presto Walmart brand. It's literally,
hey Lori,
there's no temperature control. There's no fan control. There's plug it in, it's on, and you unplug it, it's off. But it's got the 4 round trays that kind of collapse into it. So it's a little jigsaw puzzle to put it together, but it works great. I have one that Sherry from Two Family picked up for me at Aldi. It's what I would call a lower end model, but it works perfect for these peppers because the fan is a lower speed. So it doesn't put the capsaicin into the air in the house so terribly. So we don't all end up feeling like, our nostrils are burning from the inside. So it's great. That's it. That's what I use that one for, and I use it a lot. It usually takes me about 2 days, a day and a half to dry those peppers, but it's because I stack so many peppers in them too. Yeah, I do have 5 dehydrators, and I have 2 cheaper ones that I bought. I don't even know where I bought them. They're older, but those are the ones I use for. They're the round.
Is that the 2 that are
they're
the same?
Oster brand or something like that.
They're 2 the same. So technically, with a lot of things, we can get away with taking all of the trays from both dehydrators and stack one to run one.
But that's the one I use for the. We have some screens that he cut for me, and I can chock-a-block full of those with elderberries and dry those.
We do use dehydrators for herbs. We sure do.
I use the Magic Mill for the herbs because I have a temperature setting on that one, and I like to keep the temperature at 95 on those. It takes a little longer to dry them, but the herbs stay so green.
There's much more
fresh.
Of the taste and the nutrients that are still in the herbs. Doing it that way.
Best to air.
It is best to air dry.
But I hear the humidity in the house is so heavy.
Look, we've been running that dehumidifier nonstop, just sucking water out of the air, and it'll get down to in the 40% in the evening when the air conditioner has been running a lot.
Yeah. If you count my sun oven with the dehydrator bundle, I'll also have 5 dehydrator. That's awesome, Kate. That's awesome.
Email the link to get the same dehydrator.
I will get that to you, Mama Bear. Yep. They do not have. Last I checked, they don't have the 10 tray anymore. But I'll look at ones that are comparable, and I'll send you some info on the one that I have, and let you know which ones are comparable. I know they have a 5 tray, and I think they have a 7 or 9. I don't want to lie to you, but I'll do some research, and I'll shoot you an email with that info. For 100. Wait.
I've noticed lots of people are getting really vocal about. I'm going to just lump it all up and say the resistance.
Excalibur has a 9 tray. Excalibur is really expensive. I won't even purchase the Excalibur because it's way out of my price range. Sorry, baby.
That's okay. I'm gonna get some more coffee.
I am very frugal with my funds, and that's the only way that we have nice things. We've learned when we started dating, I guess, or moved in together.
We moved kind of quick in the beginning.
We did, but he was making very, very little money.
Very little money.
And I had to learn very quickly how to be frugal and how to budget our money, how to reuse things and make our own things. And so I'm not going to send somebody to a website or to a certain brand of anything that's out of my price range. I'll tell you when I know about it, but I'm not going to tell you have to go out and buy this Excalibur because it's the best. It's the top of the line. I don't know what makes it any better than the Magic Mill because I bought one that was comparable to the Magic Mill, comparable to the Excalibur. I haven't found that it does anything different. It dehydrates. It's got a temperature control on it. It's got the fan controls on it. It's got a timer on it. I mean, it's got all these bells and whistles and buttons, and it's great.
It doesn't matter how much money you make. This is things that I've learned the hard way. It doesn't matter how much money you make. What counts is your credit score, and the way to get your credit score up is to have good money management skills, because that's really what the credit score is. It's assigned to you based on it shows
a reflection of your money management.
It shows people in.
That's because that's my open jar.
Okay, it shows people in an instant how good you are at managing money, and for that reason, we were able, like when we were car shopping just a few days ago, we were pretty much in charge of those negotiations because our credit score has gotten so good.
Oh, Drops has a magic meal. I know Kate has a magic meal.
Allison, hey,
I'm finding quite a few people have the magic meal, and it works just the same for a fraction of the price of the Excalibur. Now, by all means, if you just want to go out and buy Excalibur and you have the money for that, you have the funding for it, jump. I'm not going to be the one to stop you, but I will tell you that doesn't fit my budget. If I can get the same product for a smaller amount of money, then that's what I'm going to do. Because I can take that excess money and put it somewhere else in the homestead.
They absolutely should teach budgeting in school, but I feel like the reason that the things that are taught in school and the things that are not taught in school is to make people just. Why is that deleted? Hopefully that was an accident because there's no reason to delete that. They're going to teach us just enough for us to be fuel for the machine and not to overthrow the I'm trying to choose my words right, the corrupt in charge, the elites.
It's called intelligence. I'm gonna have to restock my pantry after this live stream because there's so much stuff piled over here now. But that's okay.
Something that I've learned in my life is,
Mama Bear, if you don't hear from me in the next couple of days, shoot me an email and remind me about that, because sometimes it goes and it's gone. Sorry. Teach how to stand in the bread line at schools with all that. They teach all kinds of crazy stuff. Not to overthrow the policymakers, yeah.
Oh, something that I've learned over time and over the years of dealing with abusive people as well. When something doesn't make sense, you're not getting the whole story.
Well, for those of you that haven't realized, I love my dehydrators, and I can talk about those all day, every day. I make all kinds of stuff in the dehydrator, and I like it because, I mean, I can put it up and I can store it for whenever. I've dehydrated all sorts of things, even marshmallows. I don't eat marshmallows, but I have dehydrated them.
Dehydrated squash and zucchini slices.
Oh, those are my croutons. Yeah.
I was going to say that.
Sorry. I use them in place of croutons because I don't eat bread.
Why did they put
I don't
home
eat
egg?
like hard bread. I don't know. What's the one thing you have not dehydrated? Bread. Because he won't fit in the machine. No. I don't really dehydrate meat. I have tried some and I just don't care for it. Meat doesn't last very long, so I prefer to can it.
Basically, Allison.
One thing I have not dehydrated is mushrooms, and that's because I'm allergic. So I don't cook with them. So
when you speak truth, it doesn't need charts and addendums.
I did see that. Drops. You can make flour out of zucchini.
That makes sense. You can make flour out of lots of different things.
I'm about to pull up some of those pepper plants, and I think I'm going to try some more zucchini. Not dehydrated bread. Yeah. I used
the dehydrator scraps for the dogs. Okay.
See, I can't do things like that for the dog because she's so little and so old. Her teeth are really bad, so she has trouble chewing things. So anything that comes out of the dehydrator, she's not eating.
I'm liking learning.
I've heard they do really well, Kate. But I just don't do them. You know, that would be like you dehydrating peppers.
I'm liking learning about the native plants and stuff and being able to use those.
Yep.
That makes a lot of difference because it's not like those are going to be unavailable. They're seasonal. They're only available for a certain time of year, but they're not going to be unavailable.
When I was young, my grandmother taught me how to make flour out of rice.
Oh, nice.
Rice bread is good. Huh. I don't doubt that dehydrated mushrooms are good. I don't eat them because they really don't they don't do well with my system.
Allison, I understand the feeling. I get it.
Dehydrated sweet potatoes, I have done those.
Yeah.
You can rehydrate the dog meal.
Flour out of cattails. I haven't done that, but I knew that.
That's actually not a bad idea.
And we have plenty of cattails. We need to start experimenting with
what was
those.
that?
Make
flour out of cattail. Yeah.
Now, when you drops, are you talking about the pollen part, the corn dog part of the cattails? I don't know what it's called.
Did you say corn dog?
Yes.
That's awesome, Bonnie. That's amazing.
This year I did try, like, cut down the cattail near the ground and then like down
the pollen part, yeah.
Down inside the white part down in there is edible. I did try that and it didn't really have a taste, but it was super hydrating.
Some people say it tastes like cucumber. Some people say it has no taste at all.
You can eat kudzu like cabbage. Fortunately, where we are, we don't have kudzu because it's very, very like it'll take over everything.
Yeah.
What we do have a lot of is pepper vine and
the root part,
wild muscadines, fox grapes,
the root,
smilax.
The root of the cattail is the part you eat.
No, you can eat the very bottom of the stem too. I'd say.
Yeah.
I haven't tried the root yet.
Oh, yeah, it's actually up here.
What?
Mama Bear. I need to get a charging block to plug it in so I can use it more. But it's kitchen decoration now. I've had quite a few people come in here and notice it too because I had it lit up the other day.
Yeah. Sweet potato vines are very good if you like cooked greens. Really? You can cook and eat sweet potato vines?
Oh, we got a freaking meal happening out there. There's a buffet out there.
We have no shortage of those right now.
And well, they're growing in the kitchen. Well, it's not rechargeable. It has to stay plugged in, Mama Bear. But
hey, Jeanette.
I'm gonna put a phone block.
Charging block.
There you go, charging block. And I have a power outlet down there behind the heater. I just gotta run it.
Sweet potato needed a block. Eating like spinach. See, that's why I love you guys.
I should have messaged Kiri anyway. I knew she would have known that.
But you don't mention dandelion greens. I don't know that I've tried dandelion greens yet, but I know those are very, very useful. Dandelion.
I'm not big on greens.
The flowers, the roots.
Okay, I'm not huge on just eating just dandelion greens. They're not bad. They're kind of lettucey tasting. But because I tried some at Cheyenne's, we don't have any. I've tried to plant seeds, so we will see in the spring. Because I threw dandelion seeds that I got from Wendy Hardnack. I threw them everywhere.
We did dandelion and self-heal and
there's a lot of stuff.
We just threw seeds, so we're gonna get what we get.
So interested in zucchini flower. From what I understand, you dehydrate it and powder the heck out of it. I would probably, if you're trying to use it like a fine powder, I would put it in a coffee grinder. That would make a powder out of it.
Allison says, remember to get your seeds early for next season. Also add some seeds to a go bag just in case. Very good point.
Yeah.
Because, guys, the signs are all around us.
That's one thing we need to stock up is seeds.
They are panicking right now because the midterms are coming up. And they are trying, I believe that they are trying their asses off to starve us into submission.
Wow. Sweet potato vines, great animal food too. Rabbit pellets cost twice as much as chicken layer now. More than doubled this year alone. The price of the rabbit, but I didn't think about using the sweet potato vines. See, my cucumbers are doing really well, but since the drought, they're a little on the bitter side because they're not getting quite enough water. So I've been taking them off and I slice them in half, and I've been feeding them to the rabbits because it's keeping them hydrated, and it's a good treat for them. But it also kind of supplements their feed, and they love it.
A. Taylor says, please stock up on fertilizer too. Our fertilizer comes from the same animal that we get meat from.
Yeah.
We raise rabbits.
Well, we raise rabbits and we raise chickens, and we have a compost pile in the chicken yard. By the way, that compost is done. It's ready to put into the garden.
Yeah, composting. Composting is much better than fertilizer because if you have the time to put in, at least, making your own compost is going to be way better, and it's going to be available when commercial fertilizers are not.
I thought something was that Michigan Daffodil deleted that comment. She said
the phone was in her back pocket.
Yeah. That's funny.
Because there was really no reason to delete it. That's no problem.
I figured it was something hinky there because, Michigan normally doesn't delete random stuff
and then
like
she
that.
didn't answer, so I knew something was up.
I now have a worm casting bin. I'm using my worm.
Hey, living a road life. Good to see you.
See, that's something I haven't really been. I'm not a worm person. I don't want to mess with them. They're just, I don't know.
Brussels sprouts make great feed for animals.
I need to try the worm bed, but that's going to be a him thing to deal with.
Oh, wait. Danny from Deep South just got out of the hospital? Is that what you're saying?
Oh.
I hate to hear that.
Yikes. It's okay, Michigan. We all have our days. Sewing and listening. Oh, what are you making? Brussels sprouts thicker. Oh. Yes, Danny is home and just
glad he's
okay.
Home. All right.
See, I have been out of the YouTube.
We haven't been watching anyone's videos, and I apologize for that. I've been nonstop. We've got the picket going on with the firefighters in Lake Charles, which I'm not even going to get into that tonight because I'm getting pissed myself off. But I'm really just trying to stay on top of world events and stay ahead of the curve.
Not only that, then we had Abby's car, and we're still dealing with the solar stuff, which we are waiting on a permit. Well, I say we're waiting on a permit. The company is waiting on a permit from the parish.
We're still moving forward.
Yeah, and as soon as the permits are completed and in hand, then we're looking at about 2 to 3 weeks. And we'll be installed and ready to go. Well, they're going to schedule us,
We'll try to keep you guys posted on that. I know we haven't done any videos lately other than our weekly live streams, which I really enjoy, by the way.
Wow. Quilts for an Alaskan homeless shelter. That's amazing. They'll tax it. They'll tax what? Wait, what did I miss? Oh, you were going to figure out how to run things on methane.
No.
Okay, that makes more sense. You can eat the inner part of the cattail, and you do harvest before it flowers. I want to learn how to weave the cattails, the into baskets. I'm determined. I'm gonna do that one of these times.
It's prime time.
I know. I know. I know the root can be eaten. Those roots are boogers to pull out of there, though. I've burned more calories trying to get the roots out. Well, some of that's because it's all clay, but
what can I eat from a yucca plant? Oh, I think it's the root. If I'm not mistaken, the yucca root is edible.
Willing to bet that Curie knows the answer to that.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I'm willing to bet.
Yuccas are so hard to kill too. We had one and we didn't want anymore.
Video.
We threw it, just threw it out in the chicken yard, bare root.
There you go, Merriweather.
Lived for like a week or two.
Oh, the yucca? No, it lived for 3 months in the chicken yard. Even after they chewed up the roots and everything, it was still alive.
Beetroot juice.
I want to learn how natives make, if it says natives make vaccines out of the cattails. I need to watch a YouTube video on how to start weaving it and stuff. I know I can figure it out once I get a pattern going. It's where to start, how to start.
Oh, just weaving a flat like mat is easy. It's just back and forth, back and forth. It's like making those curves and making it pretty.
Yeah.
I guess we need to just start somewhere. Start with a flat, and, I don't know.
That would be really cool to make some mats for outside. They do that on Survivor with palm fronds. But nobody ever films what they're doing. That's the only thing I don't really like. They'll be braiding stuff out and they're talking. Mm-hmm. Well, they're filming their faces and not what their hands are doing. I'm trying to see, it doesn't work. Yucca flowers are edible.
Really?
Just start with a jig on a flat surface.
Do a jig. Let's see your jig.
That's all I got. I wove a basket.
I know what you meant, by the way.
Didn't even think to look in the Firefox.
No joke.
That is not a jig, he said. Salsify. Grows like a weed in poor soil, and you can find it. Oh, the root is edible and has an oyster taste. Well, who likes oysters? Ugh.
As weird as it is, because we live on the coast, the Gulf Coast no less, I am not a fan of oysters.
I'm not now. If they're fried and they're really crispy, I can do that.
Well,
I just don't like goop. I have a texture thing.
Eat some serious shrimp though.
Shrimp, catfish. I love salmon. I've eaten lots of different types of fish.
I don't care for clams, or
I'll eat pretty much any fish.
Anything on a half shell. I don't really. Nah. Scallops though. On the other hand, I like scallops.
Start with 2 flats, 1 larger to fold in a circle. Ah, not a bad idea, Mama Bear. Huh. Wait, what are we mixing in? Wait, hold up. Salsify, okay. Mix it with raspberry or blackberries and you have a superfood with beetroot juice. Ah. Who likes beets either?
I like beets.
I don't. They taste like dirt.
You taste like dirt. Whoa. That was weird.
All right.
No, you're not. No, you're staying right here.
No one thinks coffee, but okay. Uh-oh, Mom Bear lost internet for a minute, but she's back. Oh, I love seafood. I am a seafood fanatic. I could eat seafood every single day and be perfectly fine.
Ooh, some lemonade sounds good too.
See, Kate agrees. Beets taste like mud. I don't know. I can eat a turnip. I just cannot. I've tried. I've tried pickled beets. I've tried regular beets. I just, to me, they taste gritty and dirty.
You talking about what? Pickled beets?
Yes.
And they still taste
Mm-hmm.
to you?
There. People say they taste earthy. Well, to me, earthy means dirt. Oh, look, there you go. Beets taste earthy. No, earthy is dirt. Dirt.
Is yucca root and cassava the same? That's a good question that I don't know the answer to. Maybe someone else does.
You know what I want?
Creek Homestead. Well, hello
want
there.
An agave plant. Around here, they call them century plants.
Yeah. Roasted beets. Now now we might be on to something.
Mm-mm.
No, still.
I don't know. I'll try them. I have tried beets several times, and I just can't get past that dirt taste. Maybe I ate too many mud pies as a kid.
No.
Stop on shrimping next week because they're only getting. Where's that at?
I can deal with a lot of shortages, but shrimp.
No, wait. Where's that at? Because I just saw on KPLC the inland shrimp season is starting.
Remind me, Living Rogue Life. I think you're on the East Coast.
No? I thought they were in Texas.
Galveston.
Yeah.
Huh.
I dehydrated radishes to use in a soup instead of potatoes.
Jeanette has century plants with pups. Jeanette's local.
Yes.
Sorry.
My foot was asleep, and then you shocked the heck out of it.
Sorry.
You know that tingly feeling when your foot's starting to wake up? I was trying to keep it as still as possible to avoid that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's great. Make your poop pink.
Oh. Okay, Jeanette, we might, she wants comfrey.
Drop says the beets I grew last year were very sweet. The store-bought one tastes like dirt.
Nope. Mm-mm. I tried fresh, like garden-grown beets.
That's something that we tried those and they didn't grow.
I can't get them to grow. Nope. I think because they know I don't like them.
Some things we should probably try again though, because our soil used to be terrible. It's getting better.
I need to try some radishes though. I think the radishes would be a great idea to dehydrate and powder and use it as a thickener like that.
Yucca is ornamental cassava. Huh. That's interesting. Purple red sugar cane. I have not chewed on sugar cane since I was a child.
I'd love to get some sugar cane started.
That would be fun. Yeah.
Just have a little tiny patch. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't want like acres and acres of. I know where I could find some though.
Just beets need loose soil. That's
off the
probably
side of the road and go with a machete and run.
That's how you get shot.
Yeah, or arrested. Yeah, beets need loose soil. So do the turnips. The turnips would grow great.
Out back.
No, you just told me I couldn't go.
Because I wanted to go.
You butthole.
I'll be in the chat.
Hey, Abby, you want to come say hi?
I gotta go.
No, you don't. You can say hi for a minute.
You told me earlier.
You can say hi for a minute. I do really want some sugar cane though. Chew honeycomb. Yeah, I've chewed on the honeycomb and stuff. Our bees are struggling though. Say hi just for a minute, Abby. You want Jared to come say hi to you? Come on, Jared, you can do it. Just watch the wires.
No.
Which side is like the camera?
Where we're sitting.
So like I could
It's right there.
I need to do
This
that
is
in
friend
the
boy.
scene.
I need to hit up Danny for that cane.
I love that shirt.
What's on your shirt?
I see dumb people.
Oh. Good thing she can't see you guys. Technically, you see yourself.
I see you.
That's not even funny. She's mean.
She is mean.
Congratulations on the new wheels.
Thank you.
Grows it like this in Hawaii. You're so, right. Yeah, I know Danny wanted to have some. I need to try. I need to try to reach out and see if I can get a couple of little pieces. I think they sell it every once in a while on their Etsy store. I need to catch it one day when it's up for sale, because I always seem to be late.
Very much so.
Hello, friend boy. It is friend boy. Hey, Sean.
Is that what people are just gonna know him by now? It's friend boy.
Yep.
My guest appearance.
All right then.
Sean is our Canadian friend.
Oh, that.
Yep. He is in Ontario, Canada. Way up there. Abby's blushing. Aww.
I don't like being called out.
No, Abby is loving her new car, and I think Jared is also liking the new car. So they can. She's going to pick up Jared, and he's leaving for college pretty soon.
It's got insane gas miles. Like used to in the old car, going to Jennings like that, I would almost have to fill up on gas.
Really?
Like no, not necessarily fill up, but it would take a lot.
It would take almost a quarter tank.
Yeah, it would take a lot, and it barely took anything.
I wanted to email you when they said. Yeah, I need to do that. There's Reagan. You guys met Reagan. He's the one that went with us to Avery Island.
Because the old car only holds a teaspoon of gas.
What are you going to major in college, Miss Abby?
The plan is
Don't put your hands in your face.
It's a complicated idea, but the plan is pre-law, but it's gonna be political science with hopefully a minor in pre-law, and then I'm hoping to do like maybe a double minor or like a concentration or whatever in paralegal studies.
Major in making money, yeah.
Heck yeah.
More like spending a lot of money before you start making.
Jared's going
For computer science.
Computer science, yeah.
Concentration in software design. Oh yeah.
So you can create me an app.
Probably, most likely. In 5 years' time.
So I'll hit you up in 5 years.
I'll be able to make something work.
Constitutional law. I don't know about that, but
the plan is to go for either Dad, you're dreaming. The plan is to go for
he said Abby's gonna pay for her retirement.
I've got to stop reading the chat. I'm getting distracted.
Mm-hmm.
The plan is to work in like hopefully either a non-profit law firm or like a smaller local law firm, or maybe even open my own firm one day. But I want to work in human rights, but like specifically women's rights.
Hey, Mimsy. 2 years in law school and switched to economics and medicine. Yeah.
Non-profit. Yeah. Hopefully the plan is to work. Yeah, but
I think she wants to work with sex abuse victims.
Like sexual assault victims, domestic violence victims, but specifically like women's rights area.
Wow. Mom graduated last year. I finished 8th grade. I got an honorary law degree for putting up with her. That's funny, Carrie.
You're gonna go?
Yeah, I think they're heading out.
Sure.
I'll be right back, guys.
Good to see you.
It is my turn to get up.
It feels so rare.
What?
Like seeing you. Like having just a day to see you. It feels so rare.
much.
Yeah.
Take care, man. Y'all be safe.
Abby's got him on a strict schedule.
Hey, he's only got once a week.
I mean,
Suburban Hillbilly, your son passed the bar 2 years ago. Nice. Mimsy, it's so good to see you. Oh yeah, yeah. It's easy nowadays. What they call education sometimes masquerades as, or what it's actually indoctrination, masquerading as it. That's what I meant to say. Gmon, welcome. I like that. One big way that we can change the world is to vote. And I know a lot of people lately got very discouraged after the last election. But if you're following any kind of real news lately, you'll know that there's some big changes coming. Don't forsake the vote. Passed the bar the other day. I like that. Yep, I like what DeSantis did too. It was, I don't want to say it wrong. What did the judge? Oh, the judge didn't want to hold up the abortion law. So DeSantis said, okay, well, you're not. What did he do? He didn't fire the guy. He put him on leave or something, right? DeSantis ain't playing. Suspended. There you go. My trouble is I see so much and I try to take in so much because there's so much happening that I just get like bits and pieces, and it's hard for me to communicate what's out there because like I forget details. I did see that there was an issue. Oh wait. Was a Landry baby. Oh, there's a good chance that we're related then, because my mom was a Landry and my dad's mom was also a Landry. So like I tell people, I'm more Landry than I am Broussard. There was a county, Pinal County. Is that right? Pinal. I'm not sure how to say it. In Arizona, where Arizona just on on Tuesday they voted. They did their primaries, and Pinal County ran out of the Republican ballots. Sounds sketchy, but there was a sheriff. The sheriff of Pinal County made a video statement. I saw it today that they're not playing around. They're going to investigate it and find out if there's any funny business. So trust your sheriffs. I think the sheriffs. The way the laws are written, sheriffs have a whole lot more pull. They have a whole lot more power than most other officials. And the sheriffs are, in many cases, the sheriffs are the good guys. Oh, our Attorney General in Louisiana, Jeff Landry, is outstanding. Yes, he is. Well, and that's another thing that we've been asleep for a long time as far as letting corrupt people just kind of do whatever. And the vast majority of people are waking up and taking back this country. It's happening. And our votes count. And there are people behind the scenes doing work to make sure those votes count and are counted properly. 2020 ain't gonna happen again. The famous sheriff. Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. The guy who don't mess around with criminals in Louisiana. Oh, you're talking about Clay Higgins, I believe. But John Kennedy, he's a congressman from Louisiana. He ain't playing either. That dude's funny. He'll tell you like it is. Yeah, Captain Clay. I don't know that he was a sheriff. I think he was with state police. I'm not sure. Whatever the case, yeah, he's been really outspoken on the Second Amendment stuff, and he's really doing a good job, I believe. Need to stop the mail-ins. Yeah, because that's where a lot of the discrepancies are happening. Yeah, I see a lot of people need to get going, so I think we're going to probably do the same.
Oh, God. I had to get them all situated. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right.
Sorry, guys. I need to, what? Oh, yeah.
John Kennedy got no filter. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I saw a little video clip of him today, and at the end of the video clip, he said, "One last piece of advice. Always be yourself, unless you suck." It was great.
Oh, man.
Our treasured home, hello. It's the first time seeing you, and you're saying goodbye. All right. So,
yeah.
Sorry about that.
Unless you suck.
Unless you suck.
That was great. It was absolutely great.
All right. So tonight things went better. We used Amy's computer to stream the video, so we didn't seem to have any interruptions.
We also changed our internet cord.
I think the cable may have been giving us some trouble. Not sure exactly what our issue was, but it seems to have been fixed tonight, so that's great news. But I need to teach you how to close this.
Oh, I forget I have to do this.
So yeah, right there, and once we're ready, you'll end the stream.
Got that.
So guys, next week will be Thursday again. Until then, keep your head up, keep prepping. Good night, and God bless.
Stay safe, guys. We'll see you next Thursday.